Okay, what's up, guys? So today I have one of the lifestyle marketeer students with us. Her name is Emma. Say hello, Emma.
Hello.
Hello. So Emma's just joined us to speak about her experience of being part of the lifestyle marketeer program. So Emma, tell us a little bit about you. Who are you? Where are you from? Whereabouts are you currently?
Sure. So my name's Emma, and I'm an ex-movie producer from Australia, and currently living in Greece on a Greek island.
Very nice. How long have you been in Greece?
About we came in April last year, so yeah, coming up to our first year in Greece. It's been
Lovely.
amazing. I've been traveling or my husband and I have been traveling non-stop for the last 2 years. And then before that, we lived in Asia for 2 years, so traveled a lot then. So we've kind of been nomads for a while now. This is the first time, like when we came here, it's the first time we've actually laid down, rented a house and laid down roots and all that sort of stuff. So it's been really nice.
Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. So, what were the problems that you were facing before you actually, that kind of made you want to start your own business? First of all, not necessarily marketing, just what were you looking to achieve by doing so?
Yeah. So as I said, we've been traveling for a while, and I had kind of, when we left Asia, had sort of, I guess, semi-retired from my career after 20 years of doing something and always being locked into a specific country or a specific city because you have to be there to do your job. And I always wanted to have a lifestyle that allowed me to move around and not be so like sort of locked into a particular location. And so while we were traveling, we, explored the idea of having a blog and, photography, because, I enjoy photography and all sorts of things where you like maybe could, teaching English, all that kind of stuff. And we were volunteering as we went too. So, we were quite happy to give our time for no money or a little bit of money. But ultimately, I was like, look, we can't just keep having money going out and no money coming in. This is a pipe dream. You need money coming in. So I was like, let's try and focus on what the best way to do that would be. And so I was, actively kind of looking around at different business models, Airbnb, property management, again, sort of blogging, but more specific blogging about a particular, sector and sort of being a sort of expert blogger. And none of it really, like, it's all interesting, but it was all very ephemeral. Like it was kind of like, how does this really work? And you kind of like dig and you don't get much. And then I kind of was like, okay, let's, I don't know, like I think somewhere along the way I saw your ad and it was the first time I was like, that sounds like absolutely something that I could do. And it also sounds logical, and it sounds like something that really will, like, everything about it was just like, I can see what it is and I can see how it can be successful and I can see how I can do it. So then I went, all right, let's give that a shot.
So can you remember how you found out about the program? Do you remember? You mentioned an ad, but like, where did you first see the program? Facebook?
Yeah, it was a Facebook ad in my feed, and obviously once you've
How did you feel
seriously
when you first saw the Facebook ad for the Lifestyle Marketeer program? Honestly, how did you feel when you saw it?
Big Brother is watching, is how I felt. Like, I want to do this thing, and all of a sudden there's this ad. No. It was like, yeah, it was a light bulb, because you go, well, this is like I said, this is exactly what I think I can do, and this is something that genuinely resonates with my beliefs and my skill set that I have as a person. And so it was kind of like, I mean, I'm not someone who clicks on ads a lot in Facebook. But for this one, I just went, boom, clicked on it. And then I think booked myself in for a call. I can't remember how it worked in the beginning, but yeah, whatever the process was, I just clicked on the ad and then it started happening.
So what were you attracted to about the Lifestyle Marketeer program that, was particularly appealing as opposed to blog writing and the other sort of avenues that you looked into?
So, I mean, obviously it was really about the tools. So with the course, you get, you've obviously developed over your own, your own business doing this, all these incredible kind of templates and websites, landing pages, strategies, copywriting. And so for me, it was like really practical tools that I instantly felt like that was the part that I didn't have, because I felt like the sort of psychology of doing it and the sort of, I guess the experience and understanding of what digital marketing is, I felt I had a good handle on. But I think in terms of the practicality of it, because of my previous career where I would hire people to do that stuff, I felt a bit sort of out of depth in that area. And so for me, it was like, this is going to give me like visibility. Like I will see exactly what the tool is. I will see how it works. I will see how to run a Facebook campaign. I will see how to run a Google Ads campaign. And I don't have to, I can ask dumb questions because there's no one to judge me. And, I just immediately felt like it was like point A to point B. I get it. I see it. Like there's no like, well, I don't know about that. That doesn't sound right. It was like, this is point A, this is point B. I see how I'm going to get there. And so for me, it was very much about that, like kind of getting rid of those questions and fears that I definitely have about a lot of the other stuff you see online where lots of big claims are made and you're like, well, I mean, you say you can make, $20,000 doing that, but can you prove it? And this was very much about, you could see it for like the course. Yeah, I mean, and it's even like, the conversation that I had in the beginning to sort of make, my decision about whether I wanted to go forward. It's like you can ask a question, you get a real answer, and it's not like a salesperson who's kind of trying to sell you into anything. It's just like, how does this work? And I drilled poor Nick on my call because I was like, I want to see where the hole is. I want to see if this is real, because there's a lot of stuff on the internet and not all of it is real. But this was something that, by the time I got off the call, I felt pretty good about.
Good. So can you remember, it doesn't have to be exact, but roughly how long have you been in the program so far now?
Well, I've been in the program for just over 10 weeks.
Just over 10 weeks. Lovely. And in terms of your progress that you've made over the last 10 weeks, obviously you were making $0 online when you first joined, right?
Correct.
So at this stage now, 10 weeks down the line, what have your results been like? How much are you currently making per month? And how does that look in terms of clients?
So I'm currently making 2,300 or thereabouts, or maybe 2,400 US dollars a month, which is amazing because, where I live, I can easily live on that if I just did nothing more. And so, yeah, basically, we had Christmas and New Year in the middle. So, that was obviously a period of time that, not a lot was happening. So for me, I feel like from the first day of doing training until, I made my first sale within 3 weeks. So within 21 days. And then, Christmas and New Year happened. And then I basically made, two sales, one after the other, probably 10 days after I kind of, fully got back on board. So if I call it, 5 weeks of actual like sales, I think that's insane. Like it's incredible to think I could make that kind of money, especially after 2 years of not earning anything, where, like the concept of working for a salary you forget how it works, So now I'm like, oh yeah, this is totally doable. Like I had a career for 20 years and I worked 18-hour days and worked on weekends and did all that kind of stuff and got paid well for it. But it was like, it was not a life. Like it was not a life that I enjoyed. And to think that I could do this, like there are days when I work 8-9 hours a day, and there are days where I don't work at all. I live on a Greek island. Sometimes we go out and explore. Yeah. And so I can do that, like I decide my hours, I decide when I want to book calls, and I decide which time zone I want to work in. And for me, like that kind of flexibility that is like, I can basically set my schedule and I can change it and I can move things around. And as long as I'm servicing my clients to the point where they're satisfied and happy, then, you know, I can decide to earn more money or less money a month if I want. Like, it doesn't matter. And for me, that's what it was about. Like, I don't, you know, of course, the ambition will be to try and have a successful business that allows me to be free to, you know, invest in other businesses, which is the ultimate goal. But if I only want to, if I want to keep myself at a level where I'm like, this is fine, like I don't need any more money, like that's kind of the, I guess, ultimate kind of benefit to me is like that freedom, being able to say, I don't need to earn 20,000 a month. I've decided, you know, I've decided I want to earn 5,000 a month, and that's fine. That's all I need. I can do that. Whereas in the career where you're like, I have a job as the, you know, vice president of whatever, I don't have that choice. I don't have the choice to say, you know what, I feel like I don't want to work that hard this month. You don't have that, you know, like you have to work because you've committed to that person that you're going to do the job for them. So yeah, I think that's something that's really powerful about having your own, you know, digital business, because you can really scale it up, scale it down, you know, stop it for a while if you want to, you know, all that kind of stuff.
So just from what you kind of said there, Emma, was like your how it feels is like your real goal from joining the program was it to have that more sort of lifestyle freedom to be able to, you know, switch your laptop off on the odd day and not do any work at all, but also balancing that with working hard to actually build your own business in the beginning as well. Would that be a sort of fair representation?
Yeah, definitely.
Freedom?
Yeah, it's absolutely about the freedom, you know, because as I said, I could go and do a job and get paid, and that's possible, you know, because I've had the experience. But for me, I don't want to have a job. I want to have a life. Like, and my life is not just earning money. My life is not just spending money. My life is sitting in a taverna and drinking wine at 2:00 in the afternoon, and then walking, you know, hiking my beautiful mountain that I'm looking out at right now. You know, it's like, and saying, oh, look, it's amazing sunset. Let's quickly go down and catch that sunset, you know. And if you have your own business, you can do that. And also, it's not just if you have your own business, because there are people who have their own business who are trapped in that. This is a business where your clients are remote, you know, or they can be local, but mine are remote clients, and I'm doing work for them that is happening, you know, online and partially automated. And so for me, it's like I can set those clients up and the work is happening without me physically sitting here bashing away at my computer. And that is the ultimate freedom for me. Like, me not sitting here bashing away at my computer is what it's all about. Me sitting on a call with someone for an hour and talking about their business, and then coming up with a strategy, and then implementing that strategy in a way that doesn't take 10 hours of my time. That's what the freedom is. So therefore, whether I earn 5,000 or 10,000 is irrelevant, because it's the time that I'm actually trying to get. But the time that for me to be relaxed, you know, not me going, oh my God, I need to find more money. Like, I need to have enough money behind me that allows me to just chill. But at the same time, if I decide, oh, I think I want to go to Morocco, let's work a bit harder this week. see if we can pull off another client so we can go to Morocco. You know, like, literally, that's the kind of business that I'm designing. And, you know, I wouldn't have been able to do it without your tools.
So would you say, would it be fair to say that, you know, in the first 10 weeks of you joining the program, that you've to some degree hit that kind of goal already?
I think I've definitely hit the goal of feeling more relaxed, like, in the sense that, like, I have a pipeline now and I understand the pipeline. And if I put the work in, the pipeline will deliver. That is like 100% a belief of mine now.
Good.
And, you know, it wasn't like that happened in the first week. It's taken me, you know, my own journey to get to that point in 10 weeks. But still, you know, I'm not like, 10 weeks is this ridiculously small amount of time. Like, we're talking 3 months. So less than 3 months. So it's like, you know, I've worked 25 years already. Like,
looking very well.
You know, thank you. I'll keep saying it. 25 years. No, but I struggled for so long to figure out how to get this life. You know, like, I went overseas when I was 25 and I traveled the world and I had a great time, but I had to go back and get a job. And now I'm like, I wish I'd done this 25 years ago, but, you know, whatever. I'm here now. And I think, and I think that's the thing, is like, you have to kind of decide, where you want to put your efforts and how you want to,